Welcome to my channel. I'm A-Day, otherwise known as Black Carnivore, and today I want to talk to you, well, this is part 2 of a conversation about a kind of indelicate topic. I got a lot of questions from people who say, I've started the carnivore diet and I have diarrhea. So I wanted to talk to you today about I don't know why I'm so giggly and silly. This is a perfectly normal topic to talk about. So, and it's an important one because the whole point of eating this way is to feel better. And a lot of times people with digestive troubles do amazing on this way of eating, but there are some, small tweaks that you might need to make in order to make it work out well. So anyway, let's dive right into it. But before we do, I want you to hit the like button, subscribe, and click the little bell icon so you can get notification every time I go live. So I've had a lot of new people reach out to me as saying that they are starting the carnivore diet or they've been doing it a couple of days and they really like it, but they've got this really uncomfortable problem. And I want to talk to you about another reason why it might be happening. So I posted previously a video explaining about protein. So now I'm going to talk to you about fat. Now I know that we talk about this, that, it's a high fat diet. You got to, you want to make sure to eat the fat, but you don't need to eat it all. You don't need to eat it all at one meal. You don't need to eat it all at one time. You just got to follow and go with your body. Now I have another video called Common Problems, Common Solutions, and I'll link a card up there, and you can go check that out about some of the things that can happen in the beginning that, that people struggle with and that are kind of easy fixes. Especially if you have come from a high carb diet, your body is just not ready to eat all of that fat at once, and so trying to dump a whole bunch on, it can be really difficult. The other problem too is that, people try to eat liquid fat. So liquid fat moves through your digestive system much faster and it runs through your bowel, and then once it gets there it draws water in and then you just have diarrhea. So that, that sucks. Nobody wants that. So that doesn't mean you can never eat liquid fat. It just means that it's going to take time for your body to build up, the ability to, to be able to eat all of that. So I recommend in the beginning, let's say you make a bowl of ground beef crumbles. Don't pour the rendered fat in there and eat it like cereal, right? Just eat the ground beef, and over time you'll be able to eat more and more. The other thing is to eat your fat solid. So instead of adding, a half a stick of butter to increase the fat content of your meat, try to get a fattier cut of meat that's got, the fat that's still solid after you cook it. That is going to go down much better and is going to be much easier on your stomach. And then, of course, as I recommended otherwise, don't drink water 30 minutes before, during, or after a meal. Basically, again, you're going to be diluting your stomach acid, and also, putting more liquid just promotes the emptying of your stomach, and it's just going to increase that possibility of fat going through too quickly. You want it to digest at the pace that it needs to go. And then finally, not everybody needs to eat a ton of fat. If you are older, more sedentary, smaller, you just don't need as many calories and as much energy as another person, as a bigger or younger person who does more activity. So, when you look at those pictures that people post on Instagram, the high fat ones are super sexy and everybody loves those. But, you don't necessarily need to do that. So start eating a lower amount of fat and work your way up. Check to see if you need more fat. You might not need more. So you want to pay attention to the signs that you need more fat. And I think the biggest and clearest and easiest sign to look at is if you look at some, fat trimmings that are cooked and, on your plate, do you desire them? Do they look good to you? If so, eat them. Another one might be if you're feeling fatigued and you don't really feel like you have enough energy throughout the day. You might just need more calories, more food, and more fat. Or you might, if you're finding yourself to be irritable and cranky, again, you just might need a little more fat. That doesn't mean that you've got to add, half a tub of butter, but it just, might mean that you need to eat a little bit more or choose a slightly fattier cut. So those are my recommendations. I hope that's helpful. If you feel like you need a little bit more personalized assistance, I encourage you to click the link below and you can schedule a free 15-minute consultation with me. And, we can discuss whether coaching is right for you, because you might need, something a little bit more in depth than the info I've given today.